I have just an hour to just get ready for the day, and I want to make a skirt. I want to make a knife pleated skirt. That is what I feel like wearing today, a knife pleated skirt. I don't know if I wanted medium or maxi, but anyways, I'm going to use a knife. I'm going to use a fork to make it really quick. It's going to be really fast. Under an hour I'm going to finish my skirt. Using this fabric here. I already know what I want to pair it with. I just need a skirt. So I'm going to quickly make it, and I'm going to show you how I make pleats using a fork really fast with my sewing machine, and I'll be set to go for the day. Really, this is what happens when you can sew. You just think of what you want to make and you make it really quickly. Okay, so come with me while I make this pleated skirt. It'll be fun. We have to like time. Let's go. These are the materials I will be using for making this skirt. I have my Ankara fabric, interfacing for the waistband, pins, scissors, measuring tape, a ruler, and of course a fork. I began by folding the fabric into quarters to make it easier to cut. Then I marked the desired length of my skirt, which is 25 inches on the fabric. Then I cut off the needed part. To save time, I didn't calculate or measure the exact amount of fabric I need, considering the size of the pleats and the fork. I just made sure I had enough fabric, which was more than twice of my waist circumference. Then I will cut off the excess after pleating. The length of the waistband is the waist circumference plus 2 inches, and the width is 3 inches. I cut out 2 waistbands, which I will then sew together to make one. Next, I cut off the waistband interfacing and ironed it to the wrong side of one waistband piece. Afterwards, I trimmed off the excess interfacing. Now for the fun part, making the knife pleats using a fork. I left about 2.5 inches at the start, which I measured out using the fork here. To begin making the pleats, position the fork with the inner side facing towards you. Slip the fabric in between the fork teeth, then twist the fabric towards you. Then sew this down in place with a straight stitch. It's very simple, and the more you do it, the more you get used to it. To make the next pleat, place the fork a few inches away from the previous pleat and twist the fabric towards you as you did previously. You can adjust the size of the pleats by pulling the fabric tight around the fork or pulling it closer to the previous stitch. Continue doing this until you get the desired length, which is the waist circumference plus 2 inches. Now that I have my desired length, I'm going to backstitch to secure the stitch and then proceed to cut off the excess fabric. The time-consuming part was ironing the pleats. Mine was not perfect because I was in a rush, but take time to do yours, ensuring that the pleats are straight and equal. The next step is sewing on the waistband. I joined the waistband by placing the right sides together and sewing with a straight stitch. Then press the seams open to make sure it folds over well. Afterwards, I place one side of the waistband on the right side of the skirt and sewed along with a straight stitch using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. And then I attached my regular zip. I didn't use an invisible zip, I just used a regular zip this time around. Before closing the waistband, it's very easy to attach a zipper. If you want me to make a video on how to attach a zip to a skirt or any piece of clothing, let me know in the comment section and I will make sure to do so. Okay, now after attaching your zipper, to finish up the waistband, flip over the waistband to the wrong side and sew together with the zipper allowance. Then flip it back to the right side and fold in the remaining seam allowance, which should be 1/2 inch. And then press this in to hold it in place or you pin. To close the waistband, I sewed in the ditch on the right side of the skirt. The last and final step is to hem the skirt. I folded it in twice and sewed with a straight stitch and then just pressed everything neatly. And that was it. My skirt is done. I'm so glad I was able to just make what I wanted. I didn't have to measure my pleats, which would normally take time. I didn't have to like measure it on the fabric before starting to pleat and pin and whatever. It was very easy to do that with a fork. And yeah, that's it guys. It's time for me to get ready and to head out, feeling confident in what I want to wear. I wanted to wear something, I thought of it and I made it. I hope you found this tutorial sort of so with me inspiring. You can create your own fashion and style anytime you want. You just need to take the bold step and get started. That's all for this video. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel to stay notified on new videos. It's free to subscribe and it's useful for the YouTube algorithm, and it also helps my channel grow. It helps me so much. So please do like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.